Hey guys, it's Angie, and today's video is going to be a playing with palettes, and the palette that I played with today is this Stila Eyes Are the Window palette. This is in the Mind collection. This is what it looks like. It's an all matte neutral palette. I really like this palette because of its versatility. I just really wanted to do a look using as many shadows as possible in here that looked pretty cool to me. So I did do the graphic liner, and I will say, because of the graphic liner, God, I've tried to film this video 5 times. So I hope that you guys appreciate my persistence in trying to get this video up for you. This video will just be the eyes and lips. I will have a separate video coming up after this on all the face and brow makeup and everything. So look out for that. If you do ever recreate this look, make sure you send them to me via Snapchat, Twitter, or Instagram, all at jblue, the same way it's spelled here. Or if you just want to keep up with me, you can connect with me there. So without further ado, we're just going to get into playing with this palette. I hope that you guys really enjoy this. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, let's get started. Oh, P.S. You're going to get really, really close to my eye in 3, 2, 1. So I am going to be doing this a little different than usual, for me anyway. I always do my face first and then I do my eyes, but I'm going to do my eyes first and then my face. I'm going to start by priming my lids with this Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer, and I have the shade Light Beige. So I'm just going to put this on my lids, so this way it cancels out all the veining and discoloration I have. I am gonna blend this up to my brow bone, so all the little hairs that are up here get covered by the concealer. Oh, and to be honest, I've never used this concealer before to prime my eyes, so we'll see how this goes. I'm now going to set my base using the white shade in the palette, this one right here, with just a flat shader brush like this one. I'm gonna pat this all over my eye just to set it, make it easier to blend, and especially towards the brow bone to highlight that right there. Next, I'm going to take this light peachy shade right here. I'm going to take that on a fluffy blending brush. This one's by Sonia Kashuk. It's the 109 brush, one of my favorite brushes. I'm just going to put this all around the crease and everything as a transition shade. And because I have a lot of space between my lash line and my brows, I really have to concentrate in filling that with color of some kind, otherwise it emphasizes my hooded eyes, and I hate that so much. So I am going to put a pretty decent amount here, and compared to the eye without any and the eye with, I think it looks a lot better already. Now that we have the first transition shade laid down, we're going to lay down a second one, but place it just a tad bit lower, more towards the upper crease area, instead of all over the place. I hope that makes sense. We're gonna go into this medium brown shade here. I guess that's a medium brown. I think it's a light brown. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Anyways, same brush, picking that up and working this a little lower than that first shade. I'm gonna add a little bit more, so I'm dipped into the pan again, just to again build up that color a little bit. You know, give the look a little more dimension. Next, we're going to use a different kind of crease brush, blending brush, and the one that I'm going to use is this Smashbox one that came in my full exposure palette. It's one of my favorite brushes, that's why it's always in any of my makeup videos. As you can see, it's a little shorter and a little more dense. As you can see, it's already orange, so as you can tell, we're going to be going in with the orange shade in the palette. I don't know why, but I felt like that color was calling my name. So, I'm going to dip my brush in there, tap off the excess, and concentrate this more in the crease, but it's okay if it goes around it. To me, this is the focus color of the look, and I'm starting from the outer corner, working my way towards the inner corner, and I'm going to stop about 3/4 of the way. If I look like this, you can see it's not going all the way to the inner corner, kind of stopping a little bit, but I am going to blend this out and all that good stuff. So I'm going to take that blending brush, the first one that we use, and go into the second color we use, this one right here, and kind of blend out the edges a little bit, just so everything looks really nice. I'm going to build up the color just a tad bit more because I do want a little more orange there, so I'm going to do that. I really, really love this orange. Okay, just make sure everything is nice and even before we go on to our next step. So next we're going to use a different brush. It is a Crown C412 Deluxe Pointed Crease Brush, and it's exactly that. Works great in the crease. As you can see, majority of the density is at the tip of the brush, so for that reason, that's where the most color gets picked up from product and where most of it is deposited from. I hope I'm being clear about that. So we're going to take that brush and dip into this reddish brown shade here. It looks a lot deeper in camera than it is, and it's a lot more red than what's showing up on camera. I'm going to take that on the tip of the bristles, like literally, I don't know if I can do this. Just on the tip there, as you can see, and then smash my brush into there. Place this at the outermost point of my crease, and keep this in my crease. I do want to create more depth in my crease, so that is why I do that. I like to do this so this way I can see where my crease definition is going to be. I don't know, I just like how it looks on my eyes. So as you can see the line that it left? That's exactly what I wanted. Like already you can see the definition in my crease a little bit more, and that's what I'm going for. So I'm going to take a little bit more on the brush and just build up that depth in my crease. And I'm only taking this halfway across my eye. I don't want it too far into the inner half. And what's great about this brush is because it is tapered, it blends everything else around the center so well. I really like this. I feel like it's a great brush for a cut crease too. Now I'm going to dip into the purple on the palette, this one right here. It's a beautiful, deep, warm purple. Same brush, and I'm going to angle my brush up like this and just blend it like that. Because I want this more so on the outer corner, so I'm going to lay my brush a little more flat like that. And then I'm going to take a little bit more on just the tip of the bristles and slowly carve my crease with that. Make sure it's even. Now to really finish off all the deep colors, I am going to take the deep dark brown in the palette, this one right here, on a pencil brush. This one is from Royal and Langnickel. It is their BX95, and I'm going to, on the outer third, kind of fill that open space with the dark brown. And I'm just gently patting it on. I'm not trying to swipe it on, just to deposit the color there. And then I'm going to take the pointed crease brush and work the crease a little bit, just to kind of blend it out. And because we did lose a little bit of that orange, I am going to use the brush that we first applied it with. Just dip it in once and just add it back into the crease to bring that color back in. And then I am going to use my finger a little bit, but what I'm going to do is hit the inner corner of my eye real quick and just kind of sweep and blend that way. So it kind of takes away a little bit of the pigment that's too close to the inner corner of the eye. And then with the flat shader brush that we first used, I'm going to pick up that white shade again and put this on the inner corner and kind of fill it to the middle where we didn't apply any of the dark shadow. And then again with the pointed crease brush, just kind of blend the edges so it's a little more seamless. And then use my finger for the actual inner corner. I hope this is making sense or you're getting it as I'm doing it. And then lastly, I'm going to take the white shade one more time and highlight the brow bone. And if you feel like you went a little too far down, you can always take your blending brush and blend it a little more. So personally, I am happy with how this is looking on my eyes. It's my style of makeup, so that's why I like it. Now what I'm going to do is take a black gel liner. This is the one from Japanese, and I'm going to tight line my eyes with this. And this is going to make it so you don't see the skin underneath and kind of ground the look a little bit more. After that, I'm going to take my Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper. This is my favorite black eyeliner ever. I love the brush tip on it. And I'm going to do a winged liner because I loved wing liner, and I think it looks good with this look too. This is where I fucked up. This is when I went in with the white liner. So I have learned from my mistakes. I'm going to do the black liner first and then work with the white. This eye in particular has a weird fold in it, so it covers part of the liner. That's where I have a problem matching it on this side. Now I'm just trying to match it so it looks even when my eyes are open. For the most part, that's as good as it's gonna get. So then at this point is when you take your white liner and hope to God you don't mess this up. So I'm gonna take the Wet n Wild Mega Liner, and this is in the shade Trimmed with Lace. I don't know if this was a limited summer color or not. You can always take the NYX white liquid liner. Sorry, I have my lashes on here. But I do not like this whatsoever. It just kept getting really crumbly and it was just horrible. So when I found this, I thought I would give it a shot. I'm going to start by underlining my wing very, very carefully. Whew. Not bad, Angie. Okay. And then from about the center of my eye, I want to say right here, I'm going to line it and meet it with the end of my eyeliner. I can't fucking breathe. Oh my god. See what I mean? Like, you can see the white line when my eye is closed or stretch my lid, but once I open my eye, it disappears. So I think it looks pretty good for right now. I'm going to go over it one more time towards the wing, which is going to be fucking killer, just to make the white a little brighter. And to be honest, I'm not concerned about it getting on the black liner, because I can clean up the black liner. It's the getting it on the eyeshadow part that's like killer. So I'm pretty much done with the white liner, so I'm going to go back in with the tattoo liner and clean up any areas where it needs to be cleaned up, I guess. At this point, I'm pretty much done with the top part of my eyes, so I'm going to do the rest of my face makeup and then do the lower lash line with you guys. For my brow bone, I layered on top the Lorac Illuminating Highlighter in Daylight, so that's why my brows have a little bit of a shine to them. But to finish off the look, we're going to do a little bit of mascara and then put on some falsies. So the mascara I'm going to use is the Benefit Roller Lash. I love this mascara. It is such a great one. So I'm just going to quickly coat my lashes with this. Even though I personally could go with just wearing this alone and being happy, I'm just going to do a quick coat so it'll kind of blend in with the falsies. So for lashes, I'm using the Ardell Demi Wispies. I've already trimmed these to fit my eyes. I may have trimmed them a little too much, so they're a little on the short side, but I still like them. And I'm going to use my Duo brush-on adhesive. I'm going to make it so it's all the way to the ends of my eyes. I feel like that'll look better. Okay, for some reason it's looking really weird on my inner corner, so I'm just going to thicken up the line here, and hopefully that'll fix the problem. False lashes are on, my eyes are watering. Let's finish this up. To finish up the lower lash line, I'm going to start by lining my waterline with black. And then I'm going to take my pencil brush and kind of smudge that out a little bit. And then I'm going to wipe off the excess eyeliner that may be on the brush on my hand with this color here and slowly smoke that out a little bit. And then I'm going to take the blending brush that we used for the orange, take a little bit of orange on there, and make this hella smoky. And I'm going to use my finger to blend some of this too, so this way it's not too far down. And then lastly, I'm going to take the Benefit Roller Lash mascara one more time and put some mascara on my bottom lashes. Actually, one more thing. I'm going to take my Real Techniques detailer brush and the Lorac highlighter, and I'm going to highlight my inner corners, give the eye look some light. Some daylight. Oh my god, I'm so lame. So this is the final eye look. I really like it. I love how warm it is. In my Instagram post, I used a different lip liner. I used the Ofra Delicious Red lip liner, but I didn't love how that looked. So I'm gonna use the Dohi from ColourPop. It's part of the Denim collaboration. It's just a tad brighter and a little more peach, and I would rather have that. So I'm gonna line my lips with this and then fill in my lips all the way. I'm gonna go in with a liquid lipstick. This one is the Kathleen Lights collaboration in Miami Fever. I love this color. It is literally one of the only colors that I've been wearing on my lips all summer, and I love it. Yeah, I like this color a lot more than the Delicious Red. So this is the final look. I just love the warm tones and everything. I do personally feel that this is fall appropriate just because of the warm, sunsetty, brown leaves feel that I get from this look. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!